everyone, today I'm going to show you how to turn this ordinary chest into an extraordinary storage piece for your little girl's room. For this project, I used a wicker storage chest that my husband picked up curbside for free $3.99. I also used 2 cans of spray paint, fabric, glittery ribbon, pearls, and E6000 glue. And as always, my glue gun. I started by painting inside out. I used the lighter can first because that was the only can I had originally. It was on sale, and I sent my husband back to the store to get another can, but they didn't have it, so I ended up with this color, which I actually like better. So I let that dry for one day, and the next day I'm in my garage now working, and I decided to add a piece of just regular cardboard. This is from an old box, to the bottom to make it a little more sturdy because I plan on the girls putting their toys and things in there. And this is a wicker basket. And I'm just cutting off extra pokey pieces that might be scratchy. So now moving to the top, this is my favorite part. I got this dry erase board from Home Depot, and they cut it right there in the store. The board was about $8, and I had enough left to do another project. So you'll probably see that extra piece in the back in another project. So I'm just tracing around the top of the box so that I know where I want to glue. And to bond this, I used liquid nails and a caulking gun. This is a rival for my favorite glue because right now my favorite glue is hot glue, but this liquid nails is the business. So I just press the dry erase board in place and then weight it down and wait it to the next day. So the next day I decided that this little clasp here was a safety issue and I wanted to get rid of it, but I couldn't. It was stuck on there. So I just bent it under and I felt like that was taken care of. So it's much safer now. Here I'm just measuring the width that I'd like my fabric ribbon to be, and I decided at 2.5 inches. So I'm cutting 2.5 inch strips of fabric. And then on one end I use the serger to keep it from fraying, but you could use fray check or you could just do a basic hem in there, but I chose to use the serger. And then on the other end I'm just going to use a basting stitch on my sewing machine. You don't have to use a sewing machine for that. You can just weave in up and down with a needle and thread and it works just the same. So I just take one end of one of those threads and pull them and start to pull it, and it begins to ruffle up. So I did that to a few feet of ribbon. And I tried to do this with E6000 glue to bond it to the chest first, and that E6000 glue just would not let me be great. And that is why I like hot glue, because it's instant and it works fast and it gets it done. So I went to the hot glue gun. I do like E6000 for some things, but it just wasn't working for this. And when you use E6000, a tip is to set it in a mug so it sits straight up because it is oozy. I did use that E6000 glue though to bond the ribbon directly to the board, and it did work for that. It does take longer to dry, and I am impatient, and that's one of the reasons why I don't prefer E6000 glue, but sometimes there are things that the glue gun's not best at. So back to the glue gun, I'm adding a string of pearls around the outside, and with that the project is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next tutorial.